Meet John. John has a big house, a nice car, a huge group of people who want to hang out with him, and a lot of extra cash in the bank, but he's still not genuinely happy. In this video, we'll be going over Essential, essays by the Minimalists by Joshua Fields and Ryan Nicodemus. Welcome to a 7-minute summary with the 7-Minute Scholar. So, back to John. How on earth is it that he can have all this and still be unhappy? Well, the thing is that a big house, a fancy car, a lot of money, and being popular don't equate to happiness. That's not to say that you can't be genuinely happy having all these things, but these things don't automatically make you happy. In society, especially in the United States, there's a construct of what success and happiness looks like. It's ingrained in a lot of people that a good life is defined by having the latest phones and laptops, the latest fashion and decor on your house, having a certain aesthetic, and being popular, especially with social media. So I can imagine you or others watching this possibly rolling your eyes at what seems to be such an obvious and cliche topic. It's so obvious that things like fame, material possessions, and fortune don't equal happiness. But it's really not. It can't be that obvious when you have multitudes of people falling into debt for material possessions, people fighting over money, people lying and making scandals for fame, and just so many people's lives consumed by a surplus of superficial things. What Essential, Essays by the Minimalists does is cover the philosophical and practical ways of what is popularly known as minimalism. Minimalism throws out the societal norms of what it means to many people to live a good, fulfilling life. Minimalism can be defined as living with less to make room for more. And how to achieve it, quite simply put, is identifying the essential and letting go of the rest. So, the format of the book is a compilation of essays from the author's website, theminimalists.com, grouped into 12 different chapters based on topic. And so we're going to cover an essay from each chapter. So let's do it. Think about the true value of the possessions you have. Was the energy, time, and money spent on these physical items worth it? Is that watch worth $10,000 of your freedom? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. There are 2 practical ways of identifying what material possessions are essential or not. The first is a packing party. You don't have to do it all at once, but put everything you own in a box, and as you need something, and only if you're going to use it, take it out. Everything remaining in the boxes at the end of the month, let go. The second is the 90-90 rule, which is if you haven't used it in 90 days or won't use it in 90 days, let it go. Cut back the apps you have on your phone to only what you need and you use. Minimize the time you spend mindlessly using technology like scrolling through social media or watching TV by setting up a schedule and sticking to it, such as checking your social media once in the morning and once in the evening. This will be different for everyone, but be honest with yourself of where you can cut back. You can have all the money in the world, but if you have bad habits, it doesn't matter. Bad habits are why lottery winners go broke. Good habits are worth way more than money. Regardless of your situation right now, you can drastically improve your life by creating better habits when it comes to not only finances, but health, relationships, and everything in between. Mental clutter weighs you down just as much as physical clutter. The first step to decluttering your mind is to ensure that your physical health is well. The physical does affect the mental. Second is circumstance. Change your circumstances. Remove yourself from people, places, situations, and things that negatively affect your state of mind. Third is a lot of mental clutter is due to past troubles. When you're feeling troubled from some past experience, ask yourself the following questions. Is that situation relevant now? Was it that serious? Was it in my control? This will help you decide whether the matter is worth dwelling on. A practical exercise to help with your state of mind is to make 2 columns. On one side, write bad days. On the other side, write good days. When you have a bad day, write everything about that day you can remember, and vice versa when you have good days. This will serve as a starting point to see what makes you tick and will allow you to start searching for the appropriate tools to address any issues. When giving or being asked what you'd like, try going for non-material things like tickets to a concert, going whale watching, etc. Experiences are what helps us grow and strengthen our bond with others. Whatever you spend your time on is your priority. If you spend most of your time working, work is your priority. If you spend most of your time scrolling through Facebook, Facebook is your priority. So on and so forth. Think about what you'd like your priorities to be and then take the time to make them your real priorities. You only have one body. You have to continuously make sure to keep it as healthy as it can be. You don't have to be a gym rat, but come up with a simple diet and exercise routine to maintain your health. Don't have relationships out of convenience or because you just don't like spending time alone or some other superficial reason. Spend your time growing true, meaningful relationships. Quality over quantity. Don't keep making the same mistakes over and over again. Accurately assess where you're at, where you're headed, and make the necessary adjustments to move forward. In some shape or form, we have all benefited from someone else's contribution. Make sure you're paying it forward. Usually, at least one thing is added to coffee. What would happen if you were to drink just straight coffee though? It would be a bitter taste at first, most likely, but in due time you would acquire the taste, and for the first time you would be able to taste the actual coffee and enjoy it. That's much like life. When you get rid of all the excess in your life, it might be a bitter shock at first, but what you're left with is all the more authentic and worthwhile. This has been a summary of essential essays by the Minimalists. So if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Don't forget to check out the description for relevant links and information, and also leave in the comments what your thoughts on minimalism are. Thank you for watching.